Here we go. Here we go. Good night, America. Here we go. I'm not sure what the heck is going on. But it's definitely crazy. I kid you not. Come on in, rep your city, rep your city. Rep your city. I think these people have lost their mind. I kid you not. These people's crazy. What's going on? Rep your city. We got Chicago in the building. We got Boston in the building. Oh boy. Whoa. So I've been keeping up with what's going on in politics lately. It's the craziest politics I've ever seen in U.S. history. It's so scandalous that I can't believe it. Up there in Minnesota, they saying 1 billion, some people saying 2 billion in money scammed. Right now, they're trying to figure it out. Some people saying 2 billion. $2 billion. Some saying 1 billion. For sure, 1 billion. Scams from the government. Come on now. How the heck you done scammed $2 billion? Make that make some kind of sense. Make it make sense. $2 billion? $1 billion? Are we serious? Come on now. Gotta be kidding me. Who gonna go to prison? That's what I want to know. Because somebody got to go to prison. Somebody has to go to prison for this. Because that's a lot of money. That's a lot of tax dollars that's not allocated correctly. A lot. Seriously. So rep your city, rep your city. We're going to get into this late night conversation. I'm going to try to behave myself, although I don't want to, but I'm gonna. because I'm not believing nothing that I'm seeing. I really not. None of this is making any type of sense to me whatsoever. It is not. People up there stealing, cheating the people, running scams. We got Greensboro in the building. We got Boston in the building. We got Chicago in the building. Everybody, I'm representing everybody on Facebook, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. I am representing Chicago, rep your city on the late night tip. Early Friday morning. I know y'all can't wait to get off work tonight. Have the weekend done. I'm up on dummy. I might cause trouble all night tonight. I don't know. We got Seattle, Washington in the building. Cutie pie. Hey, sweetie. What the helly? What's going on? What's going on up there in Minnesota and Minneapolis? What's going on in Minneapolis, Minnesota? Does anybody know? I just was on the phone with somebody that didn't like how I was moving because I said, what the helly? You know what I'm saying? I said, wait a minute. Hold on. It's a no vote. It's definitely a no vote. No. But we'll get back to him later. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Do I got issues? I think I got issues. Is something wrong? I'm just saying, bro, do not run for office. Just run. Just run some. Bro. This is a Minneapolis politician. I'm tripping. His stylist and whoever let him take that particular picture and put it out, they need to be fired because this ain't it. What are we doing? What? Boy, I'm telling you. But this dude right here, he the reason I'm over here because he just kind of messed my night up. I think I was going to chill. I think I was going to chill till I seen this guy. This guy right here, I'm telling you. I need to run for office. Shoot. I run against him. I win. They'll be like, so what are you running on? I'll be like, it's real simple. Look at him and vote. You know what I'm saying? It's real simple. It's real simple. This is a no-brainer. I don't even have to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Much respect, OT Mac. Boy, what is going on? So why am I here? Because I was watching this, man. Hold on. Do the politicians have any type of media training anymore? Tell me, am I wrong? And I'm going to repeat this all night. Am I wrong? So this guy, Tim Waltz, he goes in the news media and he says that people have been driving around past his house all night, screaming out, calling him the R word. I said, what the hell is the R word? So I had to look up the R word. And I said, oh, okay. Yeah, you can't be calling nobody that, right? This is the R word. And I agree, you can't be calling people the R word, right? Because we have people with all type of, mental deficiencies, right? So he said people been driving by his house, calling him the R word. But this is my thing. Now, y'all tell me. If I'm running for office, if somebody drive by my house, people start driving by my house all night calling me a loser. Let's say Donald Trump say, Pharaoh is a loser. And it makes the news media. And 20 million people see Trump say Pharaoh is a loser. And people drive by my house all night screaming, loser. Should I get on the news media and say, people been driving by my house all night calling me the L word or calling me a loser? I don't understand that. Because if people drive by his house calling him the R word, typically you'll try to bury that in the news. You're not going to go and let more people know. Maybe it's 10 million people seen it. Now it's 30 million because you went and repeated it. So is it me? Or was he not supposed to repeat? To me, he's not supposed to repeat nothing bad about himself. He's not supposed to me. Why would he get on the media and say, people been driving by my house calling me the R word? Typically in politics, we would try to bury that. We would and go spread a negative story about yourself. What y'all think? Am I tripping? Get in the chat and let me know. Was he supposed to spread negative press about himself? I just tripped me out. That's why I'm live, because I was thinking I was going to chill. But that just stimulated me. You know, I talk after I get stimulated. I'm saying, why is he spreading bad press about himself? You would typically try to let that die out. Okay, he got an autistic son. I get that. But still, they didn't say that about your son. They said that about you. So Trump said that about him. Trump called him the R word, not his son. I don't get it. And if it's his son, why did he go in the press conference and not say, my son is autistic and people drove by calling me the R word, and my son might be affected by it. Why wouldn't he explain it? You understand what I'm saying? Because from my point of view, he said people call me the R word. I asked a friend of mine, what is the R word? They said, I looked it up. And I looked up the R word, and that's when I realized what people call them. So what I'm saying is he made me aware that people was calling him something negative. Right? But in politics, he not supposed to do that. He's not supposed to spread any type of negativity that's coming his way. To me. Right? So if Trump said that, right? Now y'all just tell me if I'm right or wrong. And if I'm managing him or if I'm helping his career, he comes to me and say, Pharaoh, they was driving by my house calling me the R word. I'm gonna tell him, don't say nothing. Wait until somebody in the media asks you, and then say the proper statement as a response to the media that asks you about it. So I would have had him wait until somebody in the media asked him about Trump calling him the R word. Then that's when I would have had him say, I found that offensive. My son has autism, and people been driving past my house all night screaming the R word. That's how, to me, that's how you should have played that politically. What y'all think? Am I right or am I wrong? That's how you should have played it. Get in the chat. Tell me, am I right or am I wrong? He should have let the negativity be clear it came from Trump first. Because he never said Trump called him that. I think he never, he just, I seen the thing and he just said people been coming by his house saying that. And I said, why would he say that? Why would he not let it come from somewhere else in the media and respond? He's going to get more sympathy responding than, I don't know. What y'all think? It seemed to me, it didn't, it seemed to me because he let me know somebody calling him the R. And it's just like, bro, why would you tell me that? Maybe nobody knows. Like, I don't know. Why would you spread bad press about yourself? He's not supposed to spread bad press about himself. He's supposed to come out for good press. And then let the media spread the bad press, and then you fix it. You come up with good press behind the media asking you about something negative. You don't come out with all negativity about yourself that somebody says something negative about you. You don't do that. Especially when you're under fire. Now you look like you pandering for sympathy. I need somebody in the chat. I got 48 people. Somebody give me y'all opinions on that. Which way you would have did it? You would have just came out and blurted that out like that? I wouldn't have came out and blurted that out. You see what I'm saying? See, it works against them. It works against them. I was like, what the hell did he tell that for? What the hell did he tell that for? What y'all think? Somebody address what I'm saying. Should he have told that? I don't think so. You do never repeat bad press about yourself. Somebody said something bad about you. You don't repeat that. If Trump say Pharaoh's dumb, I'm not supposed to get on there and say, people have been saying, and Trump said I'm dumb, and people have been driving out saying I'm dumb. It's like, no, bro. They don't have no media training, huh? He don't got no media training. I was like, bruh, you ain't got no media training. Where they do that at? First off, you lost your job. You're out of here. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you're out of here. You're out of here. You're out of here. You can't let people scam $1 billion. Some say 2 billion. And you the governor. You supposed to govern. How you don't know what's going on? How somebody go and get some money and say they serving 6,000 children a day from a small restaurant, and you don't know? You don't know. She don't know. Nobody don't know. But y'all the politicians. You the governor. Ain't you supposed to govern? How you don't know? What do the governor do? Nothing? The governor and the senator and the attorney general supposed to watch everything. I would think. What you think, Robbie? I'm the governor. I'm watching money being spent. You ain't just sending no money to Somalia, and I don't know it. You're not sending no money out to the state, and I don't know it if I'm the governor. So I'm trying to figure out, well, what the hell do the governor do if he don't govern? Like, ain't the governor supposed to watch what's going on in the state? You're the governor. You're the most powerful person in the state. How does anything get past you? If I'm the governor, nothing happens unless I see. Nothing. Nothing moves or shakes unless I see, especially money. Money that the people of my state spend. I got to see it. I'm the governor. How is millions of dollars going out of my state and I don't know it? Or I just don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what the governor do because it might just be me. God, we don't know. I don't know what they do. It just don't sound right. It don't sound right that the governor don't know. Like if somebody said, well, Pharaoh, that's not his job. Then, well, it need to be. That need to be a part of his job, bro. You're not keeping up with the money for the state, and you the governor of the state, and you're not keeping up with the money. That makes sense, or is it just me? It might just be me. I might not know what I'm talking about. Because we're supposed to have a state treasurer, and the state treasurer's supposed to watch the money, and I'm supposed to watch the state treasurer. I'm watching everybody. If I'm the governor, ain't no money just going out this state, and I don't know. Billions of dollars, millions and millions of dollars. The Justice Department said approximately $300 million in taxpayer funds intended to feed low-income children during the pandemic was diverted through a nonprofit called Feeding Our Future in a sprawling case that has now grown to at least 78 defendants. The U.S. Attorney Office in Minnesota said it was the largest pandemic relief fraud scheme charged to date in the U.S. What the hell is the U.S. Attorney's Office doing? What's going on? Some of the organizations tied to the fraud were ran by Somali Minnesotans, federal prosecutors say. Minnesota education officials say Feeding Our Future and its partner organizations submitted more than $500 million in claims. And Comer has alleged the total losses may have approached $1 billion. Waltz has come under fire after nearly 500 employees of the Minnesota Department of Human Services accused his administration of failing to act on early warning of widespread fraud and retaliating against eternal whistleblowers. So people was retaliating against the whistleblowers. Waltz has come under fire after nearly 500 employees of the Minnesota Department of Human Services accused his administration of failing. 500 employees accusing his administration of failing. How 500 employees know what's going on, and you the governor, and you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. You got this lady in there. She is a state representative running around running her mouth. And you got this dude in there. Whatever that's all about. Okay, we'll get back to him later. Okay. And you got all these Somalis running around there, nobody watching them. They got a little restaurant, and they say they serving 6,000 lunches a day, 7 days a week in a restaurant that hold 24 to 32 people. How in the hell you gonna serve 6,000? So who looked at that and okayed that? Because they supposed to be under the prison. I'm at my desk. You applying for some type of grant. I get it. Okay, you want this much money. You saving 6,000 children a day in Minneapolis or Minnesota. Where you get, and your name, Asibe, and all this. Where you found 6,000 children every day, 7 days a week. Ain't nothing open 7 days a week. 7 days a week? You serving 6,000 children every day, 7 days a week, in a little ass place like Minneapolis and a little place like Minnesota. Minnesota ain't got seriously 6,000 children a day. It's impossible to serve 6,000 children a day during working hours. That is impossible. Where the hell is these 6,000 children at? Where? What 6,000 children? What 6,000 children? You don't go inspect the kitchen. You don't go see them. They saying them people serve like 70 some people a week. 200 people a week. And they claim 6,000, 7 days a week. What's 7 times 6,000? They serve 6,000 people every day for 7 days a week. Yeah. Dude is the governor. He ain't governing. She is a Somali politician. It's a whole bunch of Somali politicians. So they serve 42,000. They serve 42,000 children a week in little ass Minnesota. And they serve 6,000 people every day, 7 days a week. And don't nobody do no type of work like that. No 7 days, no week, okay? That kind of money, you could have gave the family food for less than that, and they could have fed the kids they saw. Are you gotta be kidding me? They could have fed the kids they saw. Meanwhile, this guy talking about somebody driving by calling him the R word. $2,180,000 a year. Now, I talked to some friends of mine, and they said ain't no way that these people that run that place don't know, and they took a cut. That people's palms got greased. They would have to be clicked in with the school district, but that's impossible to do. They would have to not only be clicked in with the school district, they would have to have a special group of people to prepare that much food. That food would have to be inspected, because you can't just have that much food sitting around and give it out. It can have salmonella, anything. Who was the inspectors to inspect the food? Who transported the food? Who prepared the food? What's their names? Where was this food prepared at? Because that little place they was at, there had no room in there to prepare that many meals, no 6,000 meals a day. That would have to be done in a small, like, factory type business. You couldn't do that in no regular kitchen. 6,000 meals a day to prepare it and give it out? How long would it take you to prepare 6,000 meals And how long would it take you to give it out? It's not possible to prepare no 6,000 meals a day and give them out like that. And nobody don't see nothing. Everybody would know. Nobody see nobody giving out that kind of food. Nobody asks, where's the place you giving this out? So people stamped that and sent that money. And I guarantee you they got a payoff. I guarantee you it was Somalians in the government. People like this, you can't tell me she didn't know this was happening. You can't tell me. And they say them Somalis was driving around in Lexuses and Benz trucks, and nobody don't know where they getting all these fancy cars from, how they serving all these people and whatever. And this dude is the governor, and he don't know nothing. He not governing. He don't know nothing. Now look at this face. This is the face. And I'm going to just leave it like that. Does he look trustworthy? He don't look like a used car salesman that sell you a car and then break down 3 days later. You know the fake smile? Oh, I'm so happy. I'm happy and jolly. You ever met happy and jolly people and been around them when the act is over? They don't be happy and jolly, do they? They be mean as hell, don't they? They be mean. People that all this an act. The whole time he was with Harris campaigning, he looked as phony as a $2 bill. He didn't look phony. He was overdoing the jolly. He was overdoing the jolly thing. He was just a smiling, I'm like, you're doing a lot of giggling and smiling, bro. I don't really trust you. It ain't that much happy-go-lucky in the world. The whole time you walk around doing all that smiling, and this dude lurking around, ain't nobody really pulled this collar and said, come here. No, you, come here. What is you doing? Who is you? You know what I'm saying? Who is you, boy? See, all I would have had to do was see this dude, and I would have been suspicious right off the top. Yeah. I would have had to bring him in for questions. Who is you? What do you do? And who hired you? A friend of mine said I should say that. They say because he might be real smart. That's what they said. They said, but he might be real smart. I don't know. I'm just saying. They fixed him up. He don't look like that no more. They kind of fixed him up a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know. They don't match. This don't match this. Like one of these things is not the same, like Sesame Street. Like something ain't right. Something ain't right going on up there. And you know what? Somebody need to investigate all these little towns and stuff like that. You know, they need the IRS or somebody need to go to every city and do a thorough investigation. How much money are they stealing from the taxpayer. Because this makes me think everybody's stealing. How much are they stealing in Chicago? How much they stealing in New York, Boston, New Orleans, Vegas? If they stealing that much in that little place, imagine the frauds and scams going on with our tax dollars. Then they mess the money up and come and say they got to raise taxes, where they mess the other money up. You feel me? I don't know. The majority of those who have been charged so far were members of the Somali community there, including the case of Feeding Our Future, a false charity said to be providing meals, given $250 million under the federal child nutrition program. In an interview with the National News Desk on Thursday, Peter Schweitzer, the president of the Government Accountability Institute, called the evidence overwhelming. So they just been straight up just scamming. Like straight up. And it's like they should have known, because all African countries is scamming. All the African countries is corrupt. You can drive in Africa, them police ain't gonna arrest you. They're gonna you're gonna pay them and they're gonna leave you alone. Everything in Africa you gotta pay under the table. It's the scammiest, one of the scammiest places on earth is Africa. That's all they do over there is scam. You go over there, they gonna scam you, and then they scamming, and these people sending money to terrorists. And who is the terrorist? The terrorist could be anybody. The terrorist might not really be terrorists. You don't know who's the terrorist and who's the government these days. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. But y'all look into it. Look into this story. You'll see it. This guy, arrest him. I don't trust him. Arrest him. This do not make no sense. American taxpayers are spending all that money. All that money American taxpayer is spending, and these people is stealing it. And these politicians, they're supposed to really monitor everything. They could just say they don't know. So what do you do for a living if you're the politician? What's the purpose of having attorney generals and all these different police agencies and all these different, and then you can't see billions of dollars just slip through everybody, nobody don't see it. People can just get money in a little bitty place to hold 30, 35 people and say you serving 6,000 people a day. Man, listen, I ain't want to talk about this long. That's all I got to say about that. Y'all look into it. Look into it. But it ain't making no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Victory.